is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love When Calls the Heart.
Hi, I'm Jax, and I like When Calls the Heart.
I'm Dan, and I love lemon curd. Just kidding. I hate it just like When Calls the Heart, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Oh,
Well, hi there,
boy.
everybody. How are you doing? It's great to be here today. Talking about When Calls the Heart.
Heck
We're
yeah.
halfway there.
This is it.
It's
We've
halfway point.
made it halfway through the season,
How about
Jax.
that?
It's very exciting, right?
Hey there, living on a prayer.
How you feeling about that? You already kind of, well, I mean, we got another Hope Valley show to watch afterwards, so it's not like we're halfway
Hey,
to
do
be.
we? Do we?
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
yeah,
you
you're on
don't
the
have to be
beats.
there. You're on the beat.
Am I invited?
Well, you are. Yeah.
My understanding is that you were doing it, Jax.
It sounds good.
It doesn't sound like it sounds good.
Previews look
Good.
good.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
The previews look good.
That didn't sound.
Bethany Joy Lenz is gorgeous.
You don't have to do this show if you,
You
don't
don't
want
have to.
I,
No,
I
I'd
thought
love
you
to.
were on the Hope Valley beat.
No,
and,
I would love to be invited.
You know, we wore
I would love to be
we
there.
wore costumes. I thought we were like,
Yeah,
I thought that
No, we are on the Hope Valley.
Bonded for life.
bonded
That's
for
right.
life. That's exactly
We were
right.
there.
It's, trauma bonded.
Yeah,
We're-
pretty much.
When we watched all those seasons of When Calls the Heart in 1 week.
And then when we were dressed up, I feel like we were dressed like a chef and
You
a
were-
like,
yeah.
Can I tell you that you said this is the best season of When Calls the Heart in a long time?
I said it.
And it's been like just rotting in my brain
Sure,
since
you're
you said it. Like it's
you're
been
welcome.
bothering me.
Good.
Like that you think it's that. I think that I believe it's season 8 where it is just the season where she chooses Lucas at the end of it. But isn't that season why like takes a bunch of big for When Calls the Heart, just huge.
Maybe.
There's one season that is just wackadoo crazy that I think is the best season of When Calls the Heart.
Okay.
And I just want to let everybody know. I
Good.
do,
I'm
like,
glad
I think-
you got hard hitting data there
That's
and
right.
stats and
Yep.
the storylines
Yep.
to back it up.
Yeah. Just want to let you know.
Yeah.
It's from me to you.
Yeah. I love that. Hi, Jax. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm in a great mood because of the Super Bowl. My team won. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
You're a Seahawks
Bad
You're a
fan?
Seahawks fan?
Well, I love that they have a female manager.
There you go.
Jody Allen, baby.
There were
Sure.
plenty of reasons to pull for the Seahawks. If you went to the owner's box, you would have as much as you needed, though.
But the Patriots guy, he made the mac and cheese.
Kraft?
Yeah.
Is that? I don't think he had anything to do with the mac and
I
cheese.
do like mac and cheese.
I
though.
know. I like mac and cheese too.
I believe Jody Allen would serve me mac and cheese.
Yeah.
She looks like a nice lady.
Yeah.
She seems wonderful. Yeah.
But do you think? You think she's too uppity up for Kraft?
No.
You don't
she
think
doesn't
so?
look like she's.
I don't
She
think
doesn't
so.
look like she's too uppity up.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Not
That's
at all.
interesting.
Do you think she looks too uppity up?
No, I've never seen her before.
Yeah.
I'm so out of the loop. I didn't even know they had a female manager.
Did you
So-
see her last night
No.
when she accepted the trophy?
I sure didn't. No, I turned it off by that point.
I
I
understand.
I
Yeah.
turned it off before the trophy presentation too. Yeah.
It looked like everyone's favorite third grade teacher accepting an
Oh.
award, and it
Oh,
was
that's
so
nice.
wonderful.
My
love
and I
it.
hope
my
that
third
comes
grade
across
teacher
to
would have
people.
brought me Kraft mac and cheese. So I get that.
Shout out.
Exactly.
Shout out.
Exactly.
Can you look up if he's the Kraft guy?
I bet you the name is the same. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
look
I don't like, I know he's done a lot of bad stuff, but mac and cheese is really good.
I actually don't know all the bad stuff he's done.
is not affiliated with Kraft Foods.
Oh.
That's Kraft Heinz.
So that was a Heinz.
The shared last name is purely coincidental.
Where'd
That's
Kraft get
hustling.
Where'd Kraft get his money? Is it oil?
The different Kraft group, but
Yeah.
it is the Kraft group.
Yeah, but is it oil? What's
What's the Kraft group?
What's the-
A holding company for the Kraft family's diverse business interests.
All right.
It sounds like it's pretty bad. Would be my guess.
It does sound bad. I mean, we love mac and cheese brand.
We-
Yeah,
Well, but
actually,
now
they
we don't
just do massage parlors, which is weird.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know about Kraft. That's some
Yeah.
of the sketchy stuff that he's done involve massage parlors, and you can
That's
do with
true.
that what you will.
Yeah. That massage
I
parlor.
think I
thing
have
was-
a
yeah.
good idea.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
be wrong.
Got caught, and then it was not a big deal. Got caught doing exactly what you think he was doing, and nobody cared.
And nobody cared.
Nobody cared
God.
because he's a billionaire.
You know what? And we villainized Winona Ryder. We have. I mean, look,
Oh my
there's
God.
a lot of women that we villainized for a lot of things, but I just want to say the years that we lost with Winona Ryder
No
because
kidding.
of a little shoplifting.
Was crazy.
Oh, she shoplifted?
It was such a small thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
too bad. I
yeah.
love Stranger Things. Now I can't watch it.
No, wait, what? No, I'm saying, I'm saying we lost years.
Yeah, but
that she
I'm just
could- wait,
finding
wait,
out about it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so this is new to me. So now I have
you're
to
gonna
have I have to have my time to be mad at her about that.
No, you don't, because there are men that you're watching every day that have done horrible things.
Wait, it's
Well,
not even close.
name one, because I'm pretty good at being mad at people.
Yeah.
So like
Actually, I agree. No,
once I know, I'm done with you. So
Well,
Winona,
the Patriots coach.
Yeah.
Patriots
you mean,
coach?
No, owner. Not,
Oh.
we don't
No,
have
I'm
anything.
I'm mad at the coach too.
What the coach
Mike
do?
Vrabel?
Punchable face.
Oh, well, I can't get mad at somebody for their face.
You know, we did something wrong at a frat party.
I mean,
Sure, but
I
that's
know Bill
most,
Belichick,
most of us.
but wait a minute. I know.
As white guys, I'm saying.
well,
not
that's true.
us.
Guys,
not you.
I will say,
Yeah, no,
and take this is a compliment. Not that you're at all losers. I don't think you did anything even questionable at a frat party, and
Sure
I say that
didn't.
like good for you.
But that's an opinion that you have after talking to us. Like you look at us and you think, well, they could 50-50 chance.
At least 50-50.
Yeah, more you than Dan. Actually,
There you go. That's fair. Yeah.
Well,
That's
what does
fair.
that mean?
No, I'll take it. I agree.
You know, but what is it about? What is it about me that looks like I would be more likely?
Dan looks like he would not even because he's a good person, but he would remove himself from that situation just because he's like, I'm not even going to be a part of this because I know this is just the fake versions of you,
Sure.
the versions I don't know.
Because he's too
He'd be-
tall, he couldn't get away with it.
Yes, he'd be the guy that almost like in a cocky way would be like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get myself in trouble.
What's the sad part about this is, Jax, is that you're doing a fake bit, but it's 100%. I am mad at my former self for how many times I let other people do stuff that I knew about and did not do anything. Like I walked away and I just didn't do anything. And I was just like, I'm going to recuse myself from this situation. And I thought that was taking the high road. And I didn't do enough.
Like Kraft.
Well, let me say, me too. And no, wait, no, I don't mean it like that. I'm saying like hold on, let me.
All right, what calls the heart?
As a white woman, I have not done enough. I'm
Sure.
I'm
Let's
the problem.
not clip that. Could we
Yeah.
not clip Jax just saying, let me just say me too?
Yeah.
That was a complete accident. I have not done enough is what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I am the problem. Sorry, we can move on.
You
with
can
this.
only make up for it one day at a time. You know what I mean?
That's exactly
Exactly.
right. By
That's right.
being mad at Winona Ryder when you find out about it.
That's right.
That was my
How
takeaway.
dare she steal something?
Yeah.
Who among us hasn't? You talk about how you like to steal occasionally.
I do talk
You'll
about
pop
that.
into the stores and see what
Yeah.
you can get away with.
Well, and it's nothing big. I have a
It's
$20.
a rush.
I have
It's
a $20
It's
limit.
the rush.
I will
of it.
never do it more than $20.
You know what I mean?
You're kidding, right?
Yes, I'm kidding. When Calls the Heart, season 13, episode 6 is what we're talking about today. It's called
To be continued.
No, Jax.
Lemon curd.
Oh.
Moment of Truth.
Oh, that's
Oh, that
good.
makes sense. That makes
that does
sense.
make
Yeah, we had a good one today. And I would have loved something like this. Nathan and Elizabeth are horseback riding together. They just need some time together. He's been working nonstop on the fire investigation. Joseph walks into the church/school where Gowan is there, sitting there with his thoughts. He asks him what he would do if someone that he loves did something really bad. Honestly, what we were just talking about. Would you turn a blind eye? Would you do something about it? What if it was something unforgivable? Obviously, Gowan is conflicted about what to do. Now that he knows that his son is likely responsible for the fire and is not going to speak up and is going to let kids take the blame. So Joseph gives him some advice and off he goes. Nathan and Bill are catching up on the investigation. The concrete isn't proving to give them much of a lead at all. A new Mountie named Briggs shows up to help with the investigation because he has a fancy pants polygraph machine test thing. I guess they're going to put the kids, strap the kids to it.
They're gonna put all the kids.
I don't know what the plan is with it. The kids are the only lead, I guess. Anyway, Georgie is there as well. Remember Georgie? Bill is pumped. Lucas hears Edie downstairs moving some tables. He asks her out to dinner. She says she's busy. She's throwing a charity poker party to help with the Benson Hills rebuilding committee thing. Faith comes over to the Canfield resident. No. What's Lee and Rosemary
DeWitt.
Coulter? The Coulter resident, to tell Gwen some good news. Her dad is no longer at risk of infection and can see visitors. Thank you, Dan.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
She asks to go right now, and Lee says absolutely. Briggs is there setting up his polygraph machine. They strap Ollie to it to do some testing. Afterwards, Nathan says one more question. And you think it's going to be about Allie. It's not about Allie. It's funny stuff.
Oh, man, it's When Calls the
The
Heart. You got
fossil
us.
is in good hands.
Yeah.
A new contract. It was their line. I don't know what to tell you. A new contractor shows up. His name is Fernando Arroyo. Lucas talks to him and really takes a liking to this guy.
Who wouldn't?
Lee and Gwen stop at a gas station. She's very nervous to go see her dad. What if he doesn't like the stick that she whittled? And now she doesn't want to go see her dad anymore. Lee's like, okay, if that's what you want to do, we'll just go home. No problem. Gowan goes to meet with his son and tells him that he knows. He tells him that by laying down the pieces of concrete that he found, cement, if you will, and encourages him to do the right thing. Instead of going home, Lee takes Gwen fishing. She opens up about how she's afraid of hospitals because her mom died in one, even though everybody was saying, your mom's going to be fine, your mom's going to be fine. And she's worried that she's going to go to the hospital, see her dad, and everybody's going to do the exact same thing, and her dad's going to die. Lee promises that her dad is not going to die. He's just going to be in a cast. There's nothing to worry about, which is exactly what somebody would say in this situation. That was her point. But anyway, it means a lot to her, and then she catches a fish. Georgie and Bill comes over to Elizabeth's to have dinner with her and Nathan. There's lemon curd. And Nathan says, Elizabeth's lemon curd is my favorite. Bill calls him out. Boulder Dash, you lie. You stole fizzy lifting drink.
You lie.
He says, I do not lie. They say, well, why don't we just take a polygraph test? Why don't we waste these resources? So they all go down there and take turns asking him questions. He's lying. He says, I love the lemon curd because I love Elizabeth. Well, LJ, little Jack, is there as well because this seemed like a fun time. And he says, well, do you want to marry my mom then? Well, Nathan doesn't handle this very well, doesn't know how to answer it. And just as he's about to try to figure out some way to answer it, Gowan's son barges in. He admits to being responsible for the fire and says the electric company is covering it up. No more, he says. At the charity poker night, Edie shows up and sees Fernando. Lucas is shocked to find out that Fernando is Edie's ex-fiance. Nathan and Bill got to tell the boys that they did not start the fire. They are clear. And Nathan goes to talk to Elizabeth and says that he loves her and hopes that that's okay for now. And she says yes. And now, my friends, was When Calls the Heart, Season 13, Episode 6, Moment of Truth. I'm hanging by a moment here with truth.
We did it.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to break this episode down here on Deck the Hallmark. We're back. Hi.
Hey.
Hi, everybody. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome back. When Calls the Heart. Did I already say welcome back?
Welcome back, everybody. For those that haven't felt welcome so far,
Welcome back
please
again.
feel welcome now.
We're talking about When Calls the Heart
Welcome
today,
back.
Season 13, Episode 6. Jax, welcome back. We're going to start with the
so much.
hot take. It is where we share exactly how we felt about this episode. We're not going to hold back. Jax, I will start with you. First of all, welcome back. Second of all, what is your hot take?
Okay, so and this is being genuine. I don't know if it's a good episode of TV. I'm so lost in the weeds now that this is not me trying to be like, it's not bad or it's good. I have no idea. I think that ultimately, though, I had a great time with this one. Okay, let's talk polygraph. Watching Bill Avery and Melissa Gilbert know clock that Nathan is lying multiple times was so funny to me. I think the two of them have great chemistry. I think she's really funny. I'm glad that she's back. I also think that Nathan never needed to lie about this. He could have always just been like, I love your lemon curd, but he did not say that. I mean, maybe that's not the truth either, but he didn't say that. He said, it's my favorite dessert. I like it more than my mom's blueberry pie. You don't need to lie
Why
like
you gotta
that,
do
Nathan.
that?
It's so hard. Brought up your own mom.
What? No, because there are things that you, for your partner, even for people you love it because you love them. I get what he's saying, but he was just straight up telling lies for no gosh darn reason. Look, we've got Lucas and Edie moving furniture.
Oh my God.
That was just about the hottest thing that I can even imagine. So I had a great old time with that. And Gowan and his son. There was some really great stuff there. So I'm having a good time here. And of course, my girl Gwen, which I'll get into more later, giving an absolute stellar performance per usual. I will say this is one of the first episodes in a long time where each storyline we ping pong to, I was interested in.
Oh, ping pong
Better
match.
than more than last week with the planting the trees and everything.
It is. Whoa, I'm short circuiting. It is.
Welcome back, Jax.
You know what? I love Ali Ollie, but
Aliver.
Aliver. I love Aliver, and I love it sprinkled in, but it's rough when it's a full story.
Yeah. You could have said that last week, but you guys said it was amazing. So that's why I was just curious.
Wait, did I say that? I meant
Now, I love how a week later, now we're going to be like, you're right. It was 30 minutes of Aliver last week.
Strap me to the polygraph. Strap me to the polygraph.
Strap me in the polygraph. That's right.
So I am not with Jax on this one. I felt like this episode meandered a bit. No, listen, I said this to Dan while we were watching this. You know, this is always something that happens when you have a 22 episode season. Like, there's going to be a few episodes like this that don't really matter all that much, aside from Gowan's son coming clean, which did move that storyline a lot.
It moved along. It finished. We cracked it.
Everything else,
the year-long investigation of the fire is done in 6 episodes.
Yeah, I think I am being a little bit unfair because I like the Lee and Gwen stuff was also good. This lemon curd thing was so pointless and worthless, and I just didn't care about it at all. And so that's unfortunate. There are elements, specifically Lee and Gwen, like that stuff was they're great together, those two. But this was an episode that you get every once in a while that just felt like a filler episode, and that's unfortunate. So it's a no-go for Brand this week. Dan?
Yeah, it's Dan reporting live from the bottom of the barrel. This episode sucks. You have to have such a love and admiration and just undying loyalty to this show and these characters to have enjoyed this episode of television, in my opinion. It is pointless. It is just that moment in the Flintstones where Fred and Barney are moving their feet really fast, but they're not moving. That is all that's happening here. Gosh, I hated the lemon curd storyline so very much. It feels like, I know last week I talked about the great Canadian dinosaur rush and I gave him some props. I understand what I did. It feels like we've gotten to the point where they have gotten a list of inventions from 1920 to 1923. And When Calls the Heart is just putting them into Mad Libs to get them into the show. Like, there is just, I know, and I didn't have to look it up. I did look it up because I knew what I was going to find when I looked it up. I know that the polygraph was invented in 1921. I know that because when this episode started it, and they also have a very specific New York Yankees reference to the 1921 Yankee season, there's just no reason why a polygraph in 1921 would be in Hope Valley. None. Zero. It makes no sense at all.
Well, the kids maybe started the fire.
But the folks at When Calls the Heart are like, it was invented, so we've now got to use it. And so it was so evident. And I just had no reason to be there at all. Zero. And it was there. And it was used so that we could see Nathan loves Elizabeth so much to lie to her about how much he likes her cooking. I hated it. I hated every second of it. The Gwen scene, she was wonderful in that scene where she talks about another good reason maybe why not to lie to people about things that you really are helping you more than them. We have two in this one. If you wanted to draw a theme, maybe that's your best version of what happened in this episode of television is even in this small stuff, you lying was really about you and not about them. Although that's not the lesson I think we learned from Nathan. I think we learned, oh my gosh, he loves Elizabeth so much he lied to her, which is not what you should learn from that. But like them, lying to children to placate them was really about you. It wasn't about them. It was about you not having to be honest or looking for a better, more authentic way to comfort a child. Instead, you just lied to them. That one scene, which I guess you could say is my feels, I'm fine with. The rest of this episode is exactly a mid-season When Calls the Heart staple. We are wrapping up the thing that probably should have been. You guys remember when they were going to figure out Bill and Rosemary were going to be on the case, and then it just stopped halfway through. Yeah. That's what they do. They have like a thing, and then you're like, we're gonna have some fun mystery. Nope. They just solved it. They cracked it. Toby and Cooper are off the hook. Now we have 6 more episodes dedicated to the proposition that what if Nathan Mike could one day maybe propose to Elizabeth? What if that could happen? Maybe I could. I don't. Maybe
this does.
And he's going to propose in episode 12, and then we're going to move to episode. And then we're going to move to season 14.
Make it possible though. Maybe Gowan has a bigger part of the rest of the season. Like
God, you're such a wonderful, amazing pie in the sky optimist. I love you for it. I don't know how many times you're going to get beat. If you get beat again this time, are you going to come back?
Yeah. I hope you never do, Bran.
This is an abusive relationship you're in.
I know you're mean to me.
You continue to think When Calls the Heart has your best interest at heart and they care about you personally. And every year they prove otherwise to you that they don't. And then every year you're like, but they're going to be different next year. They're going to be different if I come back. We're back, baby.
Gowan.
Bran, I love that about us.
I know. We're amazing. Gowan is now going to, his son has done the right thing.
Yeah.
And there's going to be an investigation. Perhaps there's going to be a courtroom. These electric men, as I call them,
the electric men
have to go to have to pay for what they've done. And I think Gowan is maybe Gowan is going to be like his son's attorney. Maybe that's what Gowan's.
You think Gowan's an attorney now? If he can
Anybody
play, you're
can
right.
be
If he can play, if he can
in
paint,
this
he
show.
can lawyer.
Lee's a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it's like, there could be something there. It's time for all the feels before we talk about what in this episode gave us feels. Jax?
Well, of course, my guy, Hickam, trying to use the Espanol that he learned on his honeymoon.
I forgot all about that.
What a perfect little amuse-bouche that this was before Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl. I loved getting Mike. Now, they didn't do the rule of threes where he got rejected 3 times. He only did it twice. So this runner was not really a runner. It was basically just like the same joke twice.
Just like, Ben, we need you to come in here to fulfill contract obligations.
But you know what? This is true. Jack's
You're married to the EP.
Where's Mei Su? Where is she?
It doesn't matter.
She's not there.
She's
that
not there.
was unfortunate. Also,
right.
She's not there. So of course
he also does an accent when he's around Mei Su, and it's very uncomfortable. I'll say that much. Jax was actually going to watch the Kid Rock halftime show, but then she heard Frickum,
and she said, maybe I should give Bad Bunny a shot.
Maybe I should give Bad Bunny a shot.
Yeah, it was like, I don't want to, but okay, if Hickam's doing it, if Frickum's doing it.
I know. I mean, you have you have the Kid Rock tattoo, and I know that's tough for you. Yeah, that I don't know about.
Of course, Gwen. Gwen, all day, Gwen. And Fernando, I'm loving all the sexual tension in this episode.
So my feels was I was so confused about this episode bringing on 2 new characters.
It's wild.
They keep doing it.
What are
we've got old polygraph guy who I don't think is polygraph kid.
Polygraph guy. The polygraph kid.
You mean Shane Gillis? I thought it was Shane Gillis.
It's good.
They got Shane Gillis and they're doing Polygraph, and then they got Fernando in here. And I do think Fernando's obviously going to be sticking around because it's Edie's ex-fiance. So clearly, like, they
what are
keep
you doing when
this.
calls the heart? Stop it.
We can't. It's too much.
You're bad at the characters that you've put time into.
It's
Why are
too
you-
much for me. I can't.
Well, Dan, to push back. Well, this actually isn't pushing back. This is actually affirming what you're saying. The ones that they brought on
Or
have
better.
been really good, though.
Or better.
So what if they're just like, let's repopulate it with new people?
Can you imagine?
Like-
You said this about the child actors, but can you imagine your dream is fulfilled? You're on When Calls the Heart. Maybe you're Frickham's ex-fiance. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But you show up and then you're on it for eternity because you're stuck in that purgatory. And in season like 25, they're introducing more and more. You're getting fewer and fewer lines. That like May Sue's over here getting no
That's
lines.
like honestly,
Yeah,
as much as we love Edie, who's been great, right?
McDougal.
Edie, I think, might have more screen time already than May Sue's had. Like May Sue had a one season where she was utilized pretty heavily, but like Edie's approaching, like, and she's only been around for a little bit.
Do you think that this show has just become like a thing where they just bring everybody in for like 8 days in the middle of the shoot, and then the first half of the shoot is, and then Krakow and McGarry stay on the whole time. Maybe Rosemary and Lee do too, but then everybody else just shows up for like their 10 days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it just is so obvious that's between that and like, hey, tell me some other inventions of the time. And then I guarantee you this actually happened. This is not a bit. Some assistant somewhere read off a list of inventions and some writer or producer went, ooh, polygraph, that's good. Wouldn't it be funny if Nathan, like they're doing this like it's the 10th season of Big Bang Theory and Sheldon needs to go to the zoo to feed the orangutans. What are you doing? Write a television show.
Well, Big Bang Theory, actually, it was a long running successful TV show.
It was. You're right. It was.
It's quite a few Emmys to its name.
Yeah.
I mean, it might
Not
not be.
that I've watched the show once because I
No.
haven't and I won't.
Yeah, well, I don't watch out of, it's the Big Bang.
Yeah, we would never. This show's bigger on evolution.
Oh,
too.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm out on that too. I didn't talk about
Yeah.
that. Okay, let's, Dan, any feels?
Last week, When Calls the Heart came out in 1921 as Pro Evolution. This week, this small town Christian town with a church in the center, 1921, came out as Pro Freud. So they're doing it over at When Calls the Heart. This is wild. The only thing I can think of as why they would do this is they're leading the way to, fingers crossed, an openly queer character, maybe, or something major of that in that regard. I can't imagine why they would be doing what they're doing right now. Casually mentioning evolution, casually using Freud as an explanation for something. Like they're doing.
Well, Freud might lead a way for Lee actually going to therapy.
But it's
Yeah,
like the
I think
things in
so.
1921 that a small, like Christians like notoriously thought Freud was there to ruin the church. Like in the 1920s, like
Right.
notoriously were like, stay away at all. It was like how Christians thought of Kid Rock in the 90s.
Sure.
It was like
analogy.
they thought that Freud was going to be the end.
The amount of times I've thought about Freud
and
then
Kid Rock in the same sentence. Yeah.
so many times.
They both look
Daily.
like your mother.
What the heck, dude? That was, you know what? No, we're done. We're going to break. You're not even going to finish your point. That's crazy. And I've muted you too. I've muted you as well. It's time for the wait what. So we're talking about what in this episode made us go, wait, what? Jax?
This isn't a funny one. This
All right,
is
fine.
just-
I'll unmute you.
Jax, you were going to say something about a possible queer character, and we just got off on a big sidetrack about how Kid Rock's
well,
luscious locks look like.
No.
I don't think we're getting it.
No,
I don't think
you're
there's,
back to muted. I gave you a chance. Move on. Jax,
there's
you
no
go.
way. There's no way we're getting a queer character.
Okay.
There's no way.
Sorry.
No, I actually
Sorry,
don't
Dan.
think. Oh my god, he is muted.
Yeah,
Um,
nothing I can do.
All right,
Oh
I'll
my god,
unmute you.
I love it.
All right, here we go.
Look, guys, it is really upsetting, and like they really don't know these characters. So it's okay. They're doing this thing where they're showing us Elizabeth and Nathan who love each other. They're a blended family. They're acting as if they are, married, a family in a very serious relationship. That is wonderful. That is fine. That is completely to now like infantilize them like they've never had a discussion about marriage.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Or not even just the discussion, but let's even say that for some reason there's no discussion. He would have answered, "Yes, I would love to marry your mom someday." Like I don't
So
understand.
straightforward. Easy.
It was he could have like if there for some wild reason, like he was afraid to bring it up to Elizabeth because she was engaged to Lucas and she's a widow and all these things. But when asked, this man would have absolutely, unequivocally, 100% have said, I hope more than anything in the world to marry your mom someday.
Easily.
But he did it.
Yeah, especially since your dead dad's mom said that I'm like a better man all the way
That's right,
around.
yeah.
Thank you.
Like, I think I'm
We've
ready
covered
to go.
all the bases.
Yeah. So honestly, it actually like got me really agitated and felt like they were look, the polygraph to me was funny. I'm going for gimmicks like this. I love the idea of a polygraph, like that stuff is fun to me.
Jax
All
loves
we
the idea of
needed-
a
all we
love the
polygraph.
needed
idea
was
of a
Fleming
polygraph.
I
Card.
mean, we can get you
We
in a
could do
polygraph.
I would be here for a polygraph
Guys, when
bit.
I get back to Greenbelt, can we strap me into a polygraph?
I think
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be great podcasting.
Do you know a guy?
Okay.
I don't know a
No,
polygraph
I don't
guy.
either, but I'm sure we could.
We could figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure Brian's a polygraph guy.
Yeah.
I could think he was. Yeah, I could see that, Brian.
Yeah.
100. Anything else, Jax?
No, I think you guys will cover it.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to LJ for never looking like more authentically a kid than when he was looking at a cupcake. This kid was so locked.
Yeah,
There was like
he
some
was-
cupcakes
yes.
on the counter or whatever. He couldn't take his eyes off him. And I think that kid, Lil Jack, if he were here, he would say like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't acting in that moment.
No, he just wanted
There were
that-
cupcakes,
wanted that
and I wanted a
cupcake.
cupcake, and he just seemed very authentically a child in that moment, which was a wait what in and of itself.
Yeah. I mean,
like, he's a
later
kid.
on, he delivers a line straight to Bill Avery, and he is looking. I mean, nobody even checked his eye line. I rewound it to show Bran. Like, he's supposed to be looking, and he's looking like over there.
Well.
He's delivering it to the front door. Bill Avery's not anywhere near the front door. So,
Well, what's crazy about that is
Hey, Jax, can I cut you off right there at the pass? Dan, you weren't there.
you're 37 years
Right,
old.
right.
You couldn't look at the person that you're supposed to be talking to, right?
What you don't know, and this is something that will come out. There's ghosts
There's ghosts
in the house.
It sounded like you said there's a ghost.
No. Hey, shove off, first of all.
There are ghosts?
There are ghosts.
Okay. What is that? Were you acting to the ghost or were you distracted by a ghost?
I was distracted by a ghost. And it's going to come out, and you're going to feel pretty silly.
There's going to be a scene that we hear, and there's going to be
Later this season or in all of next season.
It's kind of like how I'm looking over at Bran to talk to you, Little Jack. Is
Right.
that basically
It's
what you're
exactly
talking about?
like that. So imagine there's a ghost.
Imagine.
But he's afraid. He's too afraid. That ghost is my dad.
You mean to tell me that's why they haven't gotten married yet?
I know.
Your dad is a ghost.
Yes.
Daniel Lissing's just offset.
Yes.
Just floating around.
He's a good guy.
No.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Team Ghost Jack.
That's what I'm saying.
I started that team.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand. we did
Okay.
that.
So I do want to talk really quickly about
Script went great.
a wonderful scene where Lee and Gwen go fishing. Now, so they are driving back into town, and Lee says, I'm going to pull off here. We're going to go fishing.
And then the rest of this is the rest of the podcast.
And then
I'm letting you know right
and then
now.
she says, what are we going to fish with? And he
He
says, don't worry, Gowan leaves rods, tackles, and worms in case
Tackles.
Tackles. What did I say?
It's just tackle.
Really?
It's a tackle box. Yes. It's
So-
not tackles. Tackles would be multiple tackles.
Right.
A tackle box is all the stuff you need. Just tackle singular.
Tackles aren't the hooks. I
No,
thought it was another name for hook.
I don't think so. If I'm wrong,
No,
No.
I've been wrong this whole time. I assumed that a tackle was the thing. Like that's just a fishing term for hook.
it's a fish.
Like a
I'm looking it
lure.
up.
Like a a hook. Anyway, just to be clear here, Gowan has a box and leaves behind 2 fishing rods just in case someone is driving by and needs a little fishing time.
It's crazy.
I mean, I know Gowan doesn't have a lot to do. Like Gowan doesn't have anything to do. He's built things and stuff. So I mean, I guess I can see Gowan doing this, but it is like that's honor system.
Tackle is the equipment required for any task or sport.
Wonderful.
Tackle.
Any.
Yeah, that's what that's. But like, it's
Really?
usually with fishing. Yes, so it's all of it. But also, league.
So can I call
league,
a locker room a tackle room?
I guess you could call it a tackle room. Yes, but Lee also calls the fishing spot his honey hole.
Yeah.
Nobody was going to bring that up. We're just going to let that slide. Like that's a normal thing to say. Gowan leaves the all the equipment here, and this is my special honey hole. What are you talking about, Lee?
Now, is that the same thing as a glory hole?
I think he's talking to a minor. I'm pretty sure it's just where he fishes, but what is he talking about?
Honey hole.
This is one of my, he doesn't say singular either. He says it's one of my favorite honey holes.
Yeah, he has
What
a
are you
few.
talking about?
Do you think
Honey
does
hole
Gowan
over
have
there.
multiple
Honey holes set
that
up
he's set
across
up?
the forest?
Yeah.
I think he's got honey holes everywhere.
What are we
One of
doing?
them's coming back next season. I'll say this though. I'll say this. I wanna just talk really quickly about something that happened to me personally. We're watching
no.
this episode and Gwen says, "Beautylicious," talking about the fish.
This is an
And
all-time moment.
So
here.
naturally, I start singing "Fergalicious."
Of course.
I'm beautylicious.
Yes, and in doing so, I'm dancing.
We're in
and-
recliners, and he's dancing.
and
you poop your pants.
and
Yes.
I
would've-
nail
Oh.
my elbow on the table next to me, and
it really hurt
bad.
himself.
And so they should
man.
know better. Putting anything that is even close to Fergalicious and When It Calls the Heart specifically, where I'm just looking for things to dance to, that's reckless on their part. I would ask them not to do that
I
anymore.
agree. I was too, and I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Yeah.
My body's too bootylicious for you, baby.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's another
know the
beautylicious
dance.
you could go with for sure.
Absolutely.
I told Brand I just hope he has a giant bruise, and so then his wife's going to be like, "Where'd you get that bruise?" And you're going to be like, "You know, Fergalicious." We were watching When Calls the Heart.
Yeah.
It got out of hand, and then all of a sudden,
Caitlin's like, please stop there.
yeah, I actually don't need to know. Just turns out
I
I'll
don't need
just
to know.
leave you to it.
Dan, where's your favorite honey hole?
It'll cost you $300,000 to find out.
I just applaud you for not bringing back up my mom. And I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Because I would have
You
muted the
did
rest
it.
of the episode.
You did it, Bran.
That would have been messed up, man.
But you did.
I'm saying
you
but I'm
did.
happy
But you
that
did.
Yeah, but I
Why would I do that? That's
Because you
disgusting. You pretty much live at that desk of yours these days, Elizabeth said to Nathan, on horseback together with the sun high in the sky. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you've decided to take a leisurely day together.
I don't think we've ever seen him behind his desk.
Never, not once. When's the last time he's been behind his desk? He's been in front of it, taking a polygraph, because those were invented. I mean, Elizabeth, this episode starts with Elizabeth riding side saddle as Nathan is riding behind her on the same horse. He's got nothing but leisure time on his hands. None. Zero. I don't think he's been obsessed with the fire thing at all, just to put a cap on that. Let's move on. Joseph is told by Elizabeth that he needs to go fix a door at the schoolhouse. And he has to find that the door is sticking and fix it. Everyone with me so far?
Yes.
And he sees Gowan there. Isn't the schoolhouse the church? Isn't it?
Yes. That was my
Yes.
understanding.
Doesn't he work at the church every day?
Yes.
Wouldn't he know about that door?
I actually don't
Yes.
know if he works at the church
not
more
every
than one
day,
day a week.
But he still
Sure,
visits.
he offices somewhere else.
That door is pretty essential to the church. Like it was.
That's true.
I don't understand.
Well, but it's the side. I've literally never seen somebody use that door. In his defense, everybody
Right.
uses the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you one of the most hysterical things I've seen in 13 years on this show?
Go ahead.
Henry Gowan, known criminal and mass murderer, goes to his.
Come on, man. Listen,
Come on, man.
listen. You've known about that for a while, and you let that go. I just found out about Winona Ryder, so like I'm allowed. I know that happened a while ago, but if everybody else is to get over that, you're to get over that.
Known criminal and mass murderer Henry Gowan meets his son, who his son did start a fire and then did let children take the blame for that fire. And that is really brutal. Like that is not okay. Henry Gowan says with a straight face to his son that what he did, he says the word unforgivable.
Oh, no, that's when he
He's
was talking
to
Canfield.
Joseph
Yeah.
Canfield. That's right. And he says, what if you knew someone who did something that was wrong? And Canfield basically, you need to repent and come clean. And then he says, what if that thing is unforgivable? Henry Gowan, known mass murderer, who has been fully redeemed by the show and in the blood of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
This
Amen.
guy who did what he did is presuming that his son's negligence and subsequent cover-up is unforgivable. Has he
He
learned?
died.
No one died. Someone had almost infection.
Has he learned absolutely nothing? He murdered all the men in the town and then was forgiven by all of the women who used to have husbands before they were murdered. He was forgiven, and then he knows that his son has done something that is bad, but has decided that that is unforgivable. I can't believe it. I can't. What in the world are you talking about, dude? Like, stop it.
This does bring up a really interesting, because his dad his dad wasn't around, so like the nature versus nurture argument,
Yeah.
like of like what do you think he because he's his father's son, was gonna do something that he would then cover up, just like his dad.
Yeah.
did. It was,
Yeah, you're right.
Honestly,
There's
this
a
is
lot
a
there.
conversation I think we all need to. Maybe we'll have it off air.
We'll have it off there. Of the stuff that's made it to cut. That can't possibly.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Jack Wagner gets the opportunity to say the line, "It doesn't leave us many leads, does it?" And he says it like he is in the bag drunk. I'm not saying. I'm
Honestly,
not even.
he's earned that right though.
He has.
Please go and listen to him deliver this line. It is maybe doesn't leave us many leads, does it? Like it is like
It's perfect.
he delivers this
It is
line
perfect.
like he is like seeing triple. You need to go watch him deliver this line. It is an ultimate wait what record scratch moment. I can't. What is he saying? I don't. Why is
You wrote down what he's saying.
doesn't leave us many leads, does it?
Clear as crystal.
Like it was wild up there. And I would hope that everyone back at Lee and Rosemary's Place has already eaten dinner, if dinner is going to be that one fish for the four of them, because
Also, it looks so gross on
Oh
ice
my-
like that.
I love
Where did he get those ice cubes?
I love seafood, but I can't imagine that one fish feeding four people, barring Jesus coming in himself and making it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Gwen said she's going to bed though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
And
the two.
Goldie's not.
They ate on the way. They got some McDonald's.
They got some
They hit
McDonald's
the
on the way.
drive-through.
That's right. That's
Do you
right.
think like Gwen goes in to meet with her? I mean, meet with her dad, and Lee just kind of walked around the hotel like looking for ice. Does anyone know where the ice is? I got a fish in this basket
That's right.
thing.
Yeah.
Does anybody?
Gowan leaves ice out there by the honey hole. He lives.
Sure.
Another
He
honey
lives
hole.
a cooler.
It's an
full
ice.
of ice.
Yeah,
It's an ice box. Yes.
Gowan goes out there once a day to refill it early in the morning before the sun rises.
Right.
It's beautiful.
That's all I got, Brent.
It's time for hopes and valleys. This is where we talk about what in this episode gave us hope for the future and or is bumming us out, i.e. valet. Jax.
Yeah. Valet is that, are we now that the rest of the season really is just leading up to an eventual engagement, which I feel like we're
That's
already
happening.
like past.
Yeah, they're already married.
then
They just live in separate
already
houses
married.
as to not offend anyone.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this idea that the
Yeah.
engagement matters at all is absurd.
Yeah, and that like it feels really silly at this point, and I think it would be lovely to like move into the same home and really get to feel like a family even more than they already are. But I hope we're not like we can't infantilize them anymore. This is just getting silly. But I mean, they're expecting us to believe it's like that Aliver is like more advanced in their courtship than Elizabeth and Nathan, and it's utterly ridiculous.
Certainly seems that
not
way.
advanced.
Yeah.
It feels that way. I would say, of course, still continuing to be excited by my girl Gwen. And look, I'm excited with whatever's going on with Fernando and Edie and Lucas. You know, I said they wouldn't do a queer character, but I didn't say anything about Polly. And I think Fernando and Lucas had some chemistry. Not that they would be together, but I don't think they would mind being in the same room, if you catch my drift.
It's like
No,
it's.
I
I
don't
don't
catch
even
your
know by
drift.
this point
I don't catch
in
your
the
drift.
episode we have. This is the last week I thought was the filthiest thing we'd ever. This is now the filthiest episode we've ever done.
Bran, I like how you said I don't catch your drift, but it was more like I refuse to catch your drift
I'm
because
not
I
even
see
gonna.
that you could catch it, but you've decided
Do you
not
know how
to.
many people
and
have
I
written
appreciate
in
that
saying
about
they
you.
listen to this show with their kids? So many people. And every week on When Calls the Heart, we're like, what about the honey hole?
I
Like those cartoons, though, that make all those jokes, but you don't really get them.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
You know, like all those sophisticated cartoons where like the jokes go over the kids' heads.
Are
but
you
not
having
that
a
I'm
problem
sophisticated
understanding
cartoon.
cartoons, Jax? What are you talking about?
You know those,
You know
like,
those
the movies where they put in
sophisticated ones.
jokes? Like how in Aladdin he's like, take off your
He doesn't say that.
He doesn't say that. Oh, that's an urban legend, huh?
I think so.
No, there's an original version of it that does.
There's
They
an
took it out.
original ADR where Steve from
It's
Full
in the
House says,
song.
take off
It's
your
in the
clothes.
song.
No, he's getting when the tiger is bothering him, and he says people thought he said all good teenagers take off your clothes. This was a
Mhm.
whole thing.
Oh, I hate that it was all. I didn't know it was all good teenagers. That's okay.
Yeah, and
wow,
it was
sorry.
not true. All right, I'm looking it up.
Well, you know the Little Mermaid cover's real though, right?
Yeah, what is that? What
Which
is
one
that?
was it? Lion
The
King
little-
that had sex in
Yeah,
the
special.
thing there?
They
There's
said it
no
was special
way.
effects. The Little Mermaid original cover does have one of the buildings in the background is shaped like a body part.
Aladdin does not say take off your clothes. Widespread 1990s urban legend regarding a scene where Aladdin visits Jasmine's balcony and her tiger Raja growls at him. Disney officially confirmed the line is scat, good tiger, take off and go.
Yeah, I'm
All
sure.
good.
That makes more sense.
All
Yeah.
good teenagers take off your clothes.
I'm sure Disney said that.
Scat, good tiger, take off and go.
Makes more sense.
No.
Hey, but do you guys remember the 3 Men and a Baby one with the ghost in the background? You ever seen that?
No.
When you
No, stop.
in the whole you've never seen this? There's a kid just in the curtains back there. It's terrifying. Have you not?
Wait a minute. I know what you're talking about now. I had forgotten about
What are
that.
you talking about?
In 3 Men and a Baby.
Let me go really quickly. My Hope and
Right
Valley
there.
are connected because I'm proud of myself, but also I'm sad after seeing how it transpired. I'm proud that I brought up lemon curd. What's going on here?
You did.
Oh, what's this kid up to?
That kid is not in the movie.
Who is that kid though?
I don't know the story behind it, but it was like it's in one scene. Look at this. Look at this.
That's scary.
It's terrifying.
That's scary
And
stuff.
I remember being with my youth group at Sunday night. We were at somebody's house for Bible study. And afterwards they got out the VHS tape and they rewound it and we kept watching. And the first time everybody saw it, people were screaming.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it
I
so
love
much.
that. I love that. Okay, I was early to the lemon curd storyline. I talked a little bit about lemon curd and that was a
Yep.
couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they paid it off big this time.
To
didn't they?
find out that I was hot on the heels of such an absolutely boring storyline. I'm bummed. I'm not going to bring stuff up anymore because it's going to end up being an entire episode. And I'm not happy about that. So I'm like
But
happy.
you were vindicated, but also I hear what you're saying, in the wrong.
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought it up. That's on me.
Yeah, it's on you.
That's on me. So I'm proud of
We're
myself
back,
and also
baby.
mad at myself.
Lemon curd.
That's right. Dano?
Are we to believe that the arc of the latter half of season 13, aside from the pending engagement, which should have happened already, is that they're going to take on the electric company and insurance companies? Is that
I think so.
Because Toby and
and
Cooper.
the Polly storyline.
What is that for? Now that they found out who did it.
No.
Different
I'm saying
Polly.
No, not
polygraph.
polygraph.
That is interesting,
Amore.
though. It makes you wonder
Memory.
why.
Maybe that's the reason they brought polygraph is to begin to subliminally.
All right, George W. Bush.
You've been real mean to me this episode, and I don't appreciate that.
No, Bram, but that's because you said something genius. You knew
Thank you.
what the poly was.
You say that too. You say it too? Say
No,
the genius part.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
That was
Possibly.
genius.
Thank you.
I just can't believe that we don't have a storyline aside from them getting engaged. We don't have
No.
one. It's bad. It's tough out
we
there.
need at least half a season to
Yeah.
work up to it. And to get the candles necessary.
The candles. The candles. Yeah. You got to.
You guys remember Jack's
what is it?
candle? How many candles he had out in the field or out in
Yeah.
the?
And
where
then
did he have- or
Lucas.
in the church.
And
where-
then Lucas had them in the library. Lucas.
Yeah,
had
he had so many. Guys,
So, get
whatever.
ready.
And what happened to Ned and Florence? I haven't seen
Oh
those
my
people.
God! Are they still alive? You think?
Yeah, they're still
No.
alive.
Man, what an episode!
We had the polygraph guy and Fernando. We
Fernando. Got to get them in there.
can only pay so
Dane
many
Gillis
people.
and
You guys-
Fernando,
yeah.
baby.
Dan, do we have a what's calling my heart?
We certainly do. You have a chance with 2 more possible entries left for the season to email us email us hello@deckthehallmark.com. Tell us what's calling your heart. This is from Kelly. Kelly says, "Hi, Dan, Bran, and Jax. I started listening to Deck the Hallmark in 2019 when I was a sophomore in college. The premise appealed to me because my mom and uncle love Hallmark movies. They're definitely more of the Brans of my family, and I'm a hardcore Dan. I'll only watch Hallmark if I'm visiting my parents and my mom has it on. I listened to a few random episodes back in 2019. Then DTH fell off my radar for many years. Fast forward to December 2024. I'm now a hotshot deal maker living in the big city of Chicago, and I rediscovered DTH in an effort to try to get myself into the Christmas spirit. I love the commentary, jokes, and guests of the pod, and in early 2025, I made the crazy decision to listen to all of the DTH back catalog.
Good
Oh
Lord.
my gosh.
Why would you do it?
So I can understand all the inside jokes, including but not limited to Trace, the annual singing of Christmas shoes, the crystal dance, and that's Garland for you. This took basically all of 2025, but I'm officially caught up on all the lore. What's been calling my heart recently is
Next time somebody wants to do this, please reach out and we've been talked about doing a
fan wiki. She could have really helped us out.
Could have really
That's a
helped
great
us
idea.
out.
Yeah, really could have connected all the dots.
When was Riggs' first episode?
That
Stuff
would be
like
great,
that. That
yeah.
I just we don't have time to.
What's been calling my heart recently is Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Oh, is
to
it
me,
another
this
day?
song is a beautiful reminder of what can happen when you open yourself up to others and ask for help. I find that the song is telling the listener and that the antidote to pain and hardships is to lean on others for help and assures the listener that others around you want to help too. I'm a musician and have always leaned on music to help me through whatever is going on in my life, especially when, about 2 weeks before this past Christmas, my grandfather suddenly passed away. My family struggled to find space for both the joys that come with the season and also the sorrows that come with this loss. Christmas Day is also my grandfather's birthday. For some reason, Bridge Over Troubled Water has been giving me an immense sense of peace through this season of grief. The song specifically reminds me of my amazing fiance, Pierce, and his steadfast dedication to helping me through all my seasons of hardship we've encountered in our time together. His love, grace, and support encourages me to be the bridge over troubled waters to others as he has done for me. On the topic of other things that have helped me through the loss, over the past Christmas season, also I read your smash hit breakout novel, Oh Christmas Tree. The book was touted as a rom-com heavy on the comms,
That's
so you can
exactly
imagine
right.
my surprise when Josh's Aunt Ruth also, spoiler alert, passes away unexpectedly just before Christmas.
All right, well,
Thanks,
yeah.
Brian.
I guess that wasn't funny.
I debated taking a step
Trigger warning.
away from the story as it felt a little too close to home, but decided to finish it anyway. It was so strange to see my own grief and sadness in this time of supposed joy being mirrored in your book via Josh and Ellie.
Wow.
But I can't help but feel it came to me at the perfect time in my life to help me through my season of grief. And thankfully, the signature snark and humor of DTH leapt off the page, as well as to keep me laughing through the tears. I treasure all the hosts of DTH and their unique niches and perspectives they bring to each episode, especially Jax. And not just because we are both from small towns in Pennsylvania and made it out to big cities. Her kindness and empathy towards others, even fictional Hope Valley residents, encourages me to bring that kindness into my corner of the world and pass it on. Keep doing what you're doing and free my man, Cody Frizz. Much love from Chicago, Kelly. Wow.
Kelly!
One of the best emails we've ever
All
gotten.
right, Dan, are you ready?
Kelly.
We've been
Yes, Kelly, I love you.
We've been working on this for a little bit while. Are you ready?
Yeah, man.
1, 2.
Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down.
I thought it was Ease Your Mind. I don't know the song very well.
It can't be easy.
I love Leanne Rimes' cover, but that was just as good.
Clay
Thank
Aiken
you.
sang it better than anyone. That's a joke, everyone. Don't say it. Don't. I didn't. It was a joke. Maybe we're the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
From our honey hole to you.
Deck the Hallmark, the Bramble Jam podcast produced by Brandon Gray and yeah, that Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on the show, go to deckthehallmark.com. Follow us on the socials at Deck the Hallmark. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts unless you hated this one, then don't do that. And find the best corner of the internet where we meet folks a lot like Kelly at BrambleJamPlus.com. Ad-free podcasting, free video, watch-alongs and movie chats, and so much more.
Nice.